I lost 100 pounds naturally, and a huge factor into helping with that was meal prepping every Sunday. So here's everything I prepped for me and my fiance this week. For breakfast this week, we're doing another overnight oats recipe. If you've seen any of my videos, you know that we love oats. This is the only breakfast that will keep us full until lunchtime. So for this week, we are doing a carrot cake recipe. This recipe was so easy to do. We got it done in about 15 minutes and it turned out absolutely perfect. For my lunch this week, we're bringing back one of my favorite meal preps, and it may be a little boring, but it's absolutely delicious and will keep me full until dinner time. So it's just sweet potatoes, broccoli, and this week I did chicken thighs. The chicken actually turned out so good. It was so hard not to snack on it while cooking. As for my fiance's lunches, he has requested spaghetti once again. It's one of his favorite recipes and it's so easy and quick to do that I love making it. And that's everything we prepped for the week in 90 minutes.
This is everything I meal prep as a girl who hates to meal prep. This is probably the most time-consuming chore, which is why I hate it so much. But having everything pre-made in your fridge makes it so much easier to stay on track for your health and fitness goals, so that's why I'm doing this. We all know breakfast is the most important meal of the day, which is why I'm going back to my roots and we're making lemon blueberry baked oats. These are made with egg whites, so no protein powder, and they actually taste like cake. Top with honey or Greek yogurt in the morning, and that's like your little sweet treat to start the day. The rest of this is just ingredient prep, so then I can put the meal together as I go. I usually do 2 vegetables, so this week is broccoli and mushrooms, and then 2 sources of protein. This week is beef and chicken. If I'm ever eating salmon or something like that, I just cook it day of, because meal prepping fish is gross. You cannot change my mind on that. And for carbs, I usually do sweet potatoes. I am sweet potatoes #1 fan, and I also do rice, but I already had it made this week. And of course, the most satisfying part is putting it away and taking up all the space in the fridge.
Here's everything I meal prep this week as a registered dietitian, cooking for one who focuses on easy, realistic, balanced eating. For breakfast, I prepped just a super easy chia seed pudding. I made about 3 to 4 servings worth in a big container, so I could just scoop out a couple spoonfuls in the morning and I'm ready to go. One of my dinners I had planned for this week in particular, I was having a side salad and I had this head of lettuce, so I thought I would just go ahead and chop that up. If I don't pre-cut my lettuce, it will just sit there and I won't eat it, so I had to get that done. And then I really wanted to have some lunches prepped as well. A couple weeks ago, I started going in person to the office 4 days a week, so I really wanted to make sure I had like 3 or 4 lunch servings. I just made this super quick chickpea pasta with some yellow and green zucchini. I decided to have this for 3 of my lunches this week, and then I just froze the rest. And then for my dinners, I just threw together something easy. I had 3 chicken thighs in my freezer that I had to use up, so I just sauteed them with pepper, broccoli, and some different spices. I had this with a side of rice and actually ended up drizzling some hot honey on top when I was ready to eat it, and it was very good. And that's everything I meal prepped this week.
Meal prepping like this is way too extra. But I had time this week, so I meal prepped a few extra things. But honestly, most weeks I literally only prep 1 or 2 things. And you know what? That still counts. But even meal prepping like 1 source of protein or 1 breakfast option can save so much time and make the whole week so much easier. But like I said, I had extra time this week, so I also meal prepped a few full meals and a little cheeky sweet treat. But you gotta do what fits your life and not what everyone else is doing online. But more time in the kitchen from me means more recipes for you, which by the way are in the caption or on my profile. And like while you're on my profile, I mean that red follow button is right there.
Here's everything I meal prepped as a mom of 4, honestly just trying to make my life easier. And when I tell you, I've been slacking on meal prepping and I can feel the difference. I'm a big believer that when you have your shit together and you're prepared, it just makes the week go smoother. So here we are, getting back to the game plan in meal prepping, but also keeping it super simple. I don't like to overwhelm myself, and I feel like that's why a lot of people don't meal prep, because they put too much thought into it. I like to focus on having 1 to 2 proteins so I can have some lunch options. We eat dinner as a family, so I'll try to have smaller portions of whatever we have for dinner. I do 1 breakfast option. This week was overnight oats, as well as some grab-and-go chia seed puddings. In the morning, I'll just put some fruit and some honey. And of course, a little sweet treat. If you have not tried dates with peanut butter and chocolate with a little bit of sea salt, it is so delicious. I like to try making different things for my toddler. He's been super picky, so we tried a yogurt bark this week and some pre-made fruit cups. If you've been thinking about meal prepping, here's your sign to start. All you need is 1 to 2 hours during the weekend to just get it done.
We're busy, and the last thing I want to worry about during the week is what I'm going to make for dinner. To make my life a little bit easier, I decided to prep some meat in the fridge. Now you can cook this all in advance, or you can just have them ready and seasoned in the fridge to cook the day of. Either way, it'll save you a lot of time. For the first one, I used chicken breast. That's just my preference. You can also use thighs, and we made some shish tawuk cubes, and we actually skewered these and ended up grilling them. To make it easier, you can also throw them in the air fryer and pair it with some rice. Super easy. For our next one, I used some skirt steak and chicken, and we made some chicken fajitas and beef fajitas with these. You can use these for tacos, burrito bowls, whatever you want. So good. And for our last prep, we did a honey garlic chicken. These are really good to put in rice bowls. Super easy and delicious. I really want to try to do this every week to cut down on my cooking time and to give myself more time during the busy weeks.
Let's meal prep.
you.